What's up? Don't mind me, just sitting here in movie jail. I guess I committed an awful crime last night because I watched Collision Earth, and yeah, I belong in here. That is for sure. That movie was awful. It's probably one of the worst disaster movies ever made, and I don't know why it said it came out this year. It actually came out in 2011. And to even make the joke that this might be somebody's first year film studies project, that is low-hanging fruit and honestly a little bit mean to first year film students. This thing is the biggest piece of garbage you will probably watch. The effects are not even B tier. It comes off like a B movie, but they're not even B tier. They have clearly in this movie just used After Effects and just dumped the assets on top of the film. No feathering, no blending, just right on top. Just boop. There you go. This thing stars a whole bunch of people. I don't even know their names. It's a whole bunch of nobodies. Let's find out here. I have their IMDb pulled up. It's Kate Watson, Joseph Michael Harris, Danielle O'Reilly, and Becca Bucka, Eric Roberts, John Morrissey, Joe Roche, and Joe Filipino, Lynette Tashel. It's a whole bunch of people I've never heard of. Not a single person I've ever heard of. And this review has the best statement of all. If these guys could get financing for this, then there is hope for us all. I don't think more accurate words have ever been said before. Not ever in human history. This movie was the biggest sack of garbage. I don't know what this guy was thinking. It's a disaster film. Let's get into it. Let's get off the rant. Let's get into it. This is a disaster film about meteors hitting Earth. And when the meteors are hitting Earth, there's an anomaly where they're just kind of coming down in random spots, but they're not what could be the equivalent of mass extinctioning the planet, where they should be, but they're not. So then scientists are trying to find out, and these are probably the most attractive scientists you have ever seen in existence. But they're all trying to, they're sitting there trying to figure out what's going on. And then they find out that there's a meteor inside the meteor cloud, and it's causing a slowdown, but a speed up, and it's going to be a mass extinction event. So now they have to try and talk the military out of nuking all the meteor clouds to save all the nukes for the meteor. It was probably the stupidest premise for a disaster film ever. And now, if this had been made by an actual studio with actual actors, this actually could be a pretty cool premise because the story writers would have done a better job with it. But this is just really so predictable and so garbage. The other aspect is one of the hot scientists. She's married to a top level army guy, and he has to go above his boss to his boss's boss to talk them out of launching the nukes, and then he has to crash the system, and then he's arrested. It's a big convoluted mess, and the acting is just so hokey. And I don't know what is up with the ADR on this, but it's so obvious and so blatant that they are using ADR to mask over the head scientist's voice lines at the very start of the movie. And the thing about a movie is it's supposed to draw you in. You're supposed to feel like you're just looking through a window at reality. But no, you are so very, very aware that you are watching people act like they're in something. The way people run, the smoke effects, the way you can tell they're diving based off a cue from the director. Like they're running and it's like, okay, dive, and they'll dive. It's very hokey. This movie was garbage, and if I was a drinking man, I would have downed all the bottles in the bar. But this was 3 o'clock in the morning. Probably one of my bigger mistakes I've made since quarantine came in, and that's saying a lot considering this is 2020. But this is probably one of my bigger mistakes I've made, and it's one that I would say only do this if you're trying to torture someone, maybe at Guantanamo Bay. But other than that, don't go to movie jail like I have. It's pretty awful. There's nothing here except for a water dish and some lights. But just dodge Collision Earth. Dodge Collision Earth like that meteor should have dodged it too. Okay, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll see all of you on the next video. Bye.